We're live.
Hi!
Hi, everyone.
We're at Cicada, so we're not sure how well you can hear us. So we're going to give it just a second, not long, because we don't want to have people waiting around. But I wanted to say hello. This is Angie with American Real Estate. We're a little bit late for our live event. Some things ran over inside Cicada. So I wanted to introduce Jennifer Fontana.
Hi, everyone. Let us know if you can't hear us or if it's too loud. We were supposed to have a spot inside, and now we're outside with the cars and the music. So we're just kind of rolling with it, see how it goes.
So I first wanted to introduce myself a little bit. So again, I'm Angie with American Real Estate. We are doing an event today at Cicada, which is a live event going on right now. It's to raise money for Chicks and Chaps, and it's a show and shine. So we'll take some pictures and post them for you today. But most importantly, I wanted to bring you some information about this amazing person, Jen Fontana. So I want her to first tell us a little bit about herself and her company, Easy Events.
Well, like Angie said, I'm Jennifer Fontana. I'm the owner of Easy Events, and I'm a little nervous. This is my first Facebook Live, so we'll see how it goes. I have my notes just in case I get a little bit lost. I was born and raised here in Northern California, so I'm a native from the area. I graduated from high school here, went to Shasta College and then Chico State, got my degree in social work, which I think Angie was in social work as well, so we have that similar. And then did a lot of work with a lot of nonprofits here locally, and that's kind of what started my huge interest in events, event planning, supporting local events, that kind of stuff. And it's actually where I met my husband, Jake Easy, and we've been together ever since. We met at that event 8 years ago. Now we own our business together, Easy Events. I do event planning, wedding coordinating, wedding planning, and he DJs and plays the music. He gets to do the fun stuff. So we've been doing that for about 4 years. We did our first wedding together and just absolutely fell in love with it. I have a big passion for bringing people together in a large way, whether it's a community event or a wedding or a small birthday party or a celebration. We just have so much fun doing those types of things and creating an environment where people can get together and really enjoy themselves.
What is your favorite part about event planning?
I would say my favorite part is when you have those people, for example with weddings, when you have the family and friends and none of them have to stress and worry about it. That's probably my favorite part is when everybody gets to come together and you've just created an environment where everybody's enjoying themselves, everybody's having fun, and nobody's stressed or worried about the small details. Being able to handle all of those details and have things go smoothly so that everybody can have a great time is probably my favorite. And the dancing.
And what goes on behind the scenes before you get to the event? So a lot of
all
people
the small
say,
stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people say they want to be event planners, but I don't think they know the details behind it and what makes you amazing.
There's a lot of details that go into it, especially with a wedding. There's just so many little things that you want to always consider and plan for, and make sure that you're prepared for. So just in case anything happens, you've got it all planned out and laid out. And I think that's what makes an amazing event, is all of the stuff leading up to it. It's not necessarily what's happening during the event. It's how well did you prepare, how well did you organize, and how well did you get everything ready for the event. We got one going out front right now, and we're not there helping out, so hopefully we're getting it all together and doing okay. Hopefully we've prepared them enough for it that they've got it going on.
So this isn't the only thing that you do, is event planning. Right now you still have another very important job in the community. Tell us a little bit about that.
I do. Like most people starting out in businesses, you can't always just jump in and do that full time. So Easy Events is actually my second job. My first one is I work for the Reading Convention and Visitors Bureau, so my primary role there is to promote tourism in the North State, primarily for bringing in conferences, bringing in tour buses, bringing in large groups of people into the community, to help fill our coffers and, fund things that our city needs. So yeah, it's a very important role in our office. We do a lot to support local community events as well. So I'm very blessed to have both of the positions that I have right now.
And you get to meet so many neat and amazing people.
I do, and I get to travel all over and tell everybody how amazing Reading is. You know, I think sometimes when you're here and you live here all the time, you kind of forget all the amazing things that we have here. So I feel very blessed to travel around and tell people all the great stuff that we have up here. So,
talking about amazing things up here, next week we have an amazing event coming up through Easy Events, so tell us about that.
We do. So, you know, I've been going to Cool April Nights for over 10 years now, and, you know, my husband generally will DJ in a parking lot, and there'll be some small event that we attend, and every year we've been talking about, you know, wanting, you know, something where DJs are playing and there's music to go to afterwards. Now, they already have you can go out to the Drags on Friday night, which is an awesome event, and you can also go to the Civic Center where they have the Decades Band playing. Also an amazing event, but there's, you know, there's nothing wrong with having variety and having lots of different things going on. So we are actually throwing what we're calling the Cool April Nights Cruise After Party, and it's going to be immediately following the cruise at Holiday Inn. We're going to have Jake Easy DJing. We'll have VIP tables, drinks, dancing, and, you know, it's really something that we're trying to play music from all eras. So, and have, you know, all ages, over 21, of course. So our goal is to create an environment for people from the age of 21 to 71. You know, they're all enjoying the music, all having a great time, and all celebrating how amazing Cool April Nights is. You know, we're talking about supporting community events. Cool April Nights is an amazing organization. They've been doing this for 29 years, and they give so much back to the youth in the community. I mean, they've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, you know, our idea was to, you know, one, create somewhere there everybody could go and enjoy themselves, but two, to support, you know, this great cause, because, you know, as you know, Doug passed away last year, and he's left an amazing legacy, and so we just wanted to join in on that, and, you know, just add an event, add one more thing that people can enjoy about Cool April Nights, because it really is, I mean, as far as economic impact, it is one of the largest events that Reading has, and it, you know, really, really helps our community out. So yeah, we're excited about it.
Brings people from all over the place, beautiful cars.
That's what happens on Facebook Live.
Somebody else wanted in on our conversation. So again, we're not sure how well you can hear us. We're outside at Cicada. We're here at a pre-Cool April Nights event. So we're actually working today on an event that raises money for Chicks and Chaps. So if anybody's available, come down. We'll be here between 4 and 7. But most importantly, it's really exciting for me, someone that's known Jen Fontana for years, to be able to hear about her passions and how she's making them a reality, and just growing in the community through event planning and through community events. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
You know, I really wanted to, the topic was supporting local events, and when I had talked to Maurice about talking about our event and promoting our event, I didn't want to just talk about our event. I wanted to talk about all the amazing local events that we have here. There are so many amazing nonprofits, organizations, small businesses that do such great work in the community for all the people that need services. And all throughout the year, they have so many great events. Whether it's, I mean, I could start to list them off, but then I would feel like I was leaving somebody else, so I'm not going to mention any of them. Just say to find a local event, support a local event, you know, buy a table, buy a ticket, bid on an auction item, you know, go to that golf charity event. You know, your money is staying locally, and for a lot of these organizations, you know, annual fundraisers is the primary source of income for them. And so, you know, by going to these events, one, you have fun. It's always a great time. I never went to one and not had a great time. And two, you're helping to support a cause. So whether it's just liking on Facebook or sharing it on Facebook or getting your friends together and getting them involved or volunteering, you know, there's so many ways that you can help to support local events and to support our community. And just by going too, you're creating a sense of community and having a great time. So I really just kind of wanted to touch on that. I think it's so important, and it doesn't get, you know, highlighted enough. So go to an event.
And I think it's key to this community because we live in such a generous community.
Yes,
and people really come together, and you get to see the good and the amazingness through
Yeah.
these different events. So
Yeah, most
we invite
definitely.
you to all of them. Go support our community. Thank you very much for joining us today. Hopefully you can hear us okay. And
Yeah.
if not,
Yeah.
we'll do a repeat.
Yeah,
So-
sorry. We got the cars, we got the music. So
Yeah, so-
thank you anybody that stopped by and joined, and anybody that watches the replay. So
Have a great,
Bye.